Hello YouTube, this is ChardarYuGiOh here with a ton of new cards that were revealed / translated from Secrets of Evolution. There's a ton of cards here, including the Wind Shaddoll monster, Crystal Beast support, and Qliphort support. I'm going to run through them all, so please bear with me. I'm sorry if you're not interested in some of these cards, but I'm just going to go through them in the order that they were uploaded to Facebook here. The first card is called a Bolt from the Blue. It can only be activated while you control no monsters, while your opponent controls a monster. Special summon from your hand one monster whose original level is 10 or lower that cannot be normal summoned, ignoring its summoning conditions. The monster special summoned by this effect is unaffected by your card effects other than its own effect, and returns to your deck during the end phase of the opponent's turn. You cannot normal summon or special summon other monsters during the turn you activate this, and any damage your opponent takes is reduced to 0. First combo with this, JD. Support Charmer / Possession Release. It's Charmer support. You can only use the number 3 effect of it once per turn. Continuous trap card. Charmer monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. Familiar possessed monsters gain 800 attack during any damage calculation with an opponent's monster, and only during that damage calculation. And if a monster you control is destroyed by battle or by battle or card effect, special summon one spellcaster type monster with 1500 defense with a different attribute than that monster in either face up attack or face down defense position. So, Yosenju something Wind level 4 Beast Warrior, 1000 attack, 0 defense. You can only use the 1 and 2 effects once each per turn. During damage step, in which a Yosenju monster you control is battling an opponent's monster, you can discard this card from your hand. Your monster gains 1000 attack until the end of turn. Target one Yosenju monster you control. That monster gains 1000 attack until the end of turn. And during the end phase, it was normal summoned. Return it to the hand. Gigabyte, which is a retrained Gigabyte, and continuing the ChardarYuGiOh series, which is great because there's like a classic Yu-Gi-Oh card. Water level 4 Reptile, 1500 attack, 200 defense. You can only control one. If you control a spellcaster type monster, you can special summon it from your hand. And when this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon one monster with 1500 attack and 200 defense. I believe this is made to work with Nefarious Archfiend, Eater of Nefariousness. This card this card and that card seem to work well with the Charmers, so maybe Charmers are getting new support. Crystal Vanguard, the first in the new Crystal Beast support. Dark level 3 Spellcaster, 1300 attack, 1000 defense, Pendulum scale 5. The Pendulum effect is Crystal Beast monsters, Rainbow Dragon, and Rainbow Dark Dragon you control cannot be targeted by your opponent's effects. And the monster effect, tribute this card, add one Rainbow Dragon, Rainbow Dark Dragon, or Crystal Beast, or Crystal Spell Trap card from your deck to your hand. The second Crystal Defender, Fire level 4 Warrior, 1500 attack, 1800 defense, Pendulum scale 2. Once Pendulum effect, once per turn, Crystal Beast monsters, Rainbow Dragon, Rainbow Dark Dragon cannot be destroyed by card effects. And monster effect, during damage calculation, when the Crystal Beast monster you control battles, you contribute this card in your hand or that you control. Your monster's attack and defense double during that damage calculation, and after damage step, that monster is destroyed. Over the Rainbow, quick play spell card. During a turn in which a monster whose printed original name is Rainbow Dragon or Rainbow Dark Dragon activates an effect, you can special summon any number of Crystal Beast monsters, they're not sure where from yet, with different names, up to 1 each. So, Crystal Beast support seems really good. They have one last trap card, once per turn if a face-up Crystal Beast monster is destroyed by battle or card effect. Special summon a Crystal Beast monster from your deck, so they also get a Yangzing Creation light card. And you can send this card from your spell and trap card zone to the graveyard to target one Crystal Beast card and one card your opponent controls, return those to the hand. So, Crystal Beast support seems really good, at least to me. There's a new number Ixies, number 81, Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Dora, Earth, rank 10, 3200 attack, 4000 defense, 2 level 10 monsters. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach one Ixies material monster from this card to target one face-up monster until the turn ends. That monster cannot be affected by other card effects. Apple Qliphort Kernel. Cannot be special summoned. Requires 3 Qliphort monsters to be normal summoned or set. If it's normal summoned or set, it's unaffected by spell trap effects and by activated effects from any monster whose original level or rank is lower than this card's current level. Once per turn, target 1 monster on your opponent's side of the field. You can take control of it until the end phase. This card seems like a worse version of Killer, and Killer's already not good, so I don't see this seeing a whole lot of play. Nephill Shaddoll Fusion. It's an equip spell. Equip it only to a Shaddoll monster, declare it, and declare an attribute. Its attribute becomes a declared attribute. And then fusion summon a Shaddoll monster using the equipped monster and another from on your hand and field. So this spell means that you don't have to run other attributes in your Shaddoll deck to access the other attributes. Caius the Mega Monarch was revealed. You can tribute summon this card by tributing 1 tribute summon monster. When this card is tribute summoned, target 1 card on the field, banish it, and then inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent's life points. If the banished card is a dark monster, the controller of that card must banish the card of the same name of that card from their hand, deck, extra deck, and graveyard. If it's tribute summoned by tributing a dark monster, add the additional effect. This effect can target 2 cards. Caius the Mega Monarch seems like the best Mega Monarch we have since Mobius. I don't know if they'll still see play. Mobius briefly saw play in Frogs, but still, it looks awesome, and the artwork looks amazing on Mega Caius. Grudge of the Monarch. You can only activate 1 Grudge of the Monarch once per turn. You can activate this effect by revealing 1 monster with attack 2400, defense 1000, or attack 2800, defense 1000 in your hand. Add a Monarch spell and trap card from your deck to your hand other than Grudge of the Monarchs. So this makes all the Monarch support cards searchable. Eventually these might become a coherent deck. Maybe, hopefully. Qliphort. If a level 4 or lower monster is normal or flip summoned, negate its effects until the end of turn. It's a continuous trap. Number 2, if the level 5 or higher monster is special summoned, negate its effects until the end of turn, and banish it if it leaves the field. And 3, if there is no face-up Qliphort card except for Qliphort, send this card to the graveyard. I don't like this card because I don't want my things being banished. I want them to go back to the top of my deck. But maybe this card will see play. For now, it just seems like a worse version of Skill Drain for the deck. Dance Princess of the Nekroz. You can only use the second effect of Dance Princess of the Nekroz once per turn. Your opponent cannot respond to the activation of your Nekroz ritual spell cards by activating cards or effects. All Nekroz rituals monsters you control cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. And second effect, if it's tributed by an effect, you can target one of your banished Nekroz monsters except for Dance Princess of the Nekroz and add it to your hand. Nekroz Revival Arts. If this card is used to ritual summon a Nekroz ritual monster, you can only use the first effect of Nekroz Revival Arts once per turn. Ritual summon 1 Nekroz ritual monster from your hand or graveyard by tributing monsters from your side of the field or hand whose total levels exactly equal the level of the monster you ritual summon. If you control no monsters, you can banish both this card and 1 Nekroz monster from your graveyard. Add 1 Nekroz spell card from your deck to your hand. So it can search from the grave and bring back ritual monsters from the graveyard. So this seems insanely good, at least to me. Qliphort Assembler. This actually looks really good compared relative to the other Qliphort support. Earth level 5, machine, attack 24, defense 1000. Pendulum effect 1, you cannot special summon monsters except Qliphort monsters. Second effect, during the end phase, if you tribute summon this turn, you can draw 1 card for each Qliphort monster tributed for a tribute summon this turn. And it's a pendulum scale 1, so this combos insanely well with Scout and just turns your tributes into a draw engine, which just makes the deck even more insane than it already is. And finally, the Wind Shaddoll, El Shaddoll Wendigo. Wind level 6 Psychic, attack 200, defense 28, 1 Shaddoll monster, 1 Wind monster. It must first be fusion summoned. You can only use the effect of El Shaddoll Wendigo once per turn. During either player's turn, you can target 1 monster you control. It cannot be destroyed by battle or by your opponent's special summoned monster this turn. If it's sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 Shaddoll spell or trap card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. This card seems fairly underwhelming, but it is a Wind Shaddoll, which people have been waiting for a long time. And that is it. That is all the new support. I'm sure that was a mouthful. I'm sorry. I will post a link to this in the description below for you guys to read through all these cards again. And if you do have your opinions on these cards, post them down below. If you're If you like all the cards, thumb up the video, and peace out, YouTube.